Hello and welcome to Traditional Stitches FlossTube video number 60. I'm Janice Spencer, the owner of Traditional Stitches, and with us today is Rose Heck. Hi, Rose.
Good morning. Well, it is morning still.
Yeah,
Good morning,
it is.
Janice.
Yeah, Zoom was not our friend this morning, so
No.
we're starting recording 48 minutes later than we had intended. But I still have coffee. Do you still have coffee?
No, it's gone now.
Oh no!
Well, I do have more over there, but
okay. Well, we'll get through this. It'll be fine.
that's right.
Okay, so it's not been that long since we recorded a video, just a couple of weeks, but we're sneaking an extra one in today so that we can talk about our top 5-ish each list of Needlework Marketplace releases for the upcoming Needlework Marketplace. So it's not this coming weekend, it's the weekend after that shop owners get to log into this virtual trade show and place orders for new and restock on old things with some of our favorite designers. So we'll talk about that a little bit more in the video. So Rose, how has your last couple of weeks been?
Good. It's been busy and a bunch of stitching and starting some new things. And as we talked earlier, just doing a bunch of getting rid of stuff and swapping rooms and lots of things happening. So yeah, no camping.
But it sounds like you might be going camping.
This weekend, fingers crossed, no rain in the forecast.
No, it actually does have a good forecast. So
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So I've been busy with wedding plans. Yeah, so I've got the dress picked out, it's ordered and it's shipped, and there's just a few little details left, and the wedding date is in November, so it's going to come up soon. And oh, and gardening. Since we had all of that rain, my garden is a jungle. So
Yeah.
there's so much to do out there, but
Yeah, I know. If it doesn't rain today, because it's gotten a little gloomy and overcast, I'll go out and go pick some beans and some other things. Yeah.
We're having great raspberries and Saskatoon berries.
Yeah.
And when I was on a call with my shop owner friends last week, they didn't know what Saskatoon berries were. So I guess they're local to us, and they're a little bit thick-skinned, kind of like blueberry, but we've made jam and crisps and put some in the freezer for muffins and that kind of thing. So
I use it primarily to make sauce.
Oh,
make a great sauce that we use for yogurt or on top of other things, ice cream, that type of thing. Right. And on occasion, I'll make a pie. So you're good. Best is right off the bush.
Yes, there's about one for me and one for the bag and one for me.
Well, we milk them when we pick them, so it's kind of like a handful in the mouth, a handful in the bucket. You do get tired of that after a while. So they're a little smaller than a blueberry, so you have to be a little more diligent about how much you put in your mouth.
Right. So in this video, we're going to talk about Needlework Marketplace top choices, stuff that's going on in the shop. I do have to address the ugly subject of tariffs in this video. And then we have a good hand-dyed linen parade and talk about plans.
Good.
So Needlework Marketplace, there's a link in the description box below directly to the previews that we've posted on our website. We certainly haven't posted them all that we've been seeing, but we've been handpicking some of our favorites. And I know that Diana is working on the website as we record this video, so there'll be more coming up all the time. So we're going to each go back and forth with our favorites so far that have been listed. Today, going up on the website is going to be Ink Circles and Quaint Rose Needle Arts and Primitive Hair. And then there are some designers that we haven't seen previews from yet, including Hello from Liz Matthews, Kathy Barrick, Pansy Patch, Stacy Nash. So stay tuned because we're going to keep working on those as much as we can. Okay, on to the lists. So we usually have a lot of fun with this, and usually our lists are almost exactly the same. We haven't talked about this in advance.
Mhm.
So what's the first one on your list, Rose?
It's called With Kindness by JBW Designs. Yeah, I saw that little.
Yeah.
This is just too sweet and delicate, and it would be good as a pillow, or I think you could frame it also.
Yeah. So the verse on the pillow, as it stands as a pillow, reads, do all things with kindness. So
Yeah.
it's a good thought. And we need all the kindness we can get. So here is a picture of, it's from JBW Designs, Judy Whitman. Okay. My first choice is, and I had a hard time picking just one of the Scarlet House new releases. She had 9 for Marketplace.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, so the one that I picked was Margaret Mossop, and I'll insert a photo here. It is a reproduction sampler, and the sampler itself is beautiful, but the thing that actually is getting to me is the pansy border that goes around the outside of the sampler.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's really pretty. Okay, what's your number 2?
It's funny, I hedged between that one of Scarlet House and another one of Scarlet House, Sarah Sanderson. And I believe that one was originally a retreat piece, or I know I've seen it before.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay, we'll insert a picture of that here. And if you guys want to see more details or order or look for supply information, just go to the Needlework Marketplace link that's in the box below, and then that will list probably 4 or 5 different pages of previews that we've put on, and that will tell you more information about them.
Right.
So number 2 on my list is Heartstring Samplery's Jessie Forbes. But
Okay.
the thing that I like about this is actually the housewife, the needle roll part. So Beth has taken motifs from the sampler, which the chart includes the sampler, the roll, and a little scissor fob, I think, a little humbug scissor fob.
Humbug, that's what it is.
Yeah, and so it's actually the roll that appeals to me, but you get all 3, so.
I'm surprised more designers have not gotten onto the humbug design. And if anybody doesn't realize, it's kind of a 3-sided pin cushion, pin pillow, whatever you want to call them, quite unique. So
They were hot. I want to say 10 or 12 years ago, humbugs were, there were a lot of designs with them, but it's easy finishing. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay, what's your next one?
We'll knock that one off. So okay, another small that I think is just a lot of fun by Carriage House Samplings is the Highland Cow. What kind of bag is it called? Feed sack. I was like, what kind of bag is that? Yeah, she has done a whole bunch of feed sacks, and this one, Highland cows are really popular. So I thought it was just fun.
I think her email said that this is the 10th in the feed bag series.
Wow.
So that's pretty incredible. So in September, when we go on our Jeanette Douglas cruise, we have 3 stops in Scotland. So I'm hoping to see some Highland coos while we're there.
Yes.
Okay. My next one is the one that has been the most popular on our website so far. And
I know what it is.
Yes, so it's the Cross Stitch Antiques, Julia Rachel Delamere.
Yeah.
So here's a picture of the sampler. Aren't those colors just amazing?
I've seen this one finished by a stitcher, and it is so gorgeous. So gorgeous.
I think it was previously a class piece or a retreat or something like that.
Retreat.
Yeah, so the floral motifs that are in this sampler, you could totally, if the sampler itself is just too much, you could take a floral motif and really make a beautiful little pillow or anything out of it. But the colors are outstanding. So
My list is dwindling. Because we've had a lot of overlap. My last one is by Little Robin Designs, Agnes Harwood.
Okay. Are you safe there?
Okay, okay. Yeah, that one's done on Black Swan linen, and I have stitched something before on Black Swan linen and loved it. So if the colors were pulled, I bet they would be really neon, but on this piece, it calms them a bit.
Well, we have a finished show that's on Black Swan, but that'll be
Okay.
towards the end of the video.
Okay.
So the next one I have is, considering that I'm getting married in November, is Silver Creek Samplers To Have and To Fold. And so I'll insert a picture of it here. But what it says is, when I said I do, I didn't mean the laundry.
Oh, that's good. I haven't seen that one, I admit.
Yeah, so sometimes she has really good plays on
Yes.
words. Another one that she's releasing this year has a cat and a tree, and it says "Wreck the Halls."
That one I had seen, yes.
Oh, fun. Okay,
In
what's
there,
next?
yeah.
What do you have next?
0.
Oh,
I behaved myself. Actually, no, it's not that one. Yeah, no, I behaved myself and I stuck with 5. And it kind of caught me this time. Woohoo! That's a new one for me.
yeah. Well, you and I have just such similar tastes that never.
Yeah,
Me.
yeah.
The other designer that I did want to mention, and I'm not going to insert them all here because actually they're all quite lovely, is the samplers from Samplers and Primitives.
Mm.
So there's 3 or 4 that really, there's something about the way that she balances out a sampler and includes, I don't know, sections almost of a sampler, vertical bits and motifs and that kind of thing. And they're just so cohesive, and her color choices are lovely.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's not one that gets a lot of play, I guess, but
No.
her new releases for Nashville are, or Nashville, oh my God, for Needlework Marketplace are really quite pretty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and they would look beautiful on a wall.
Well, and I was just looking at one of hers called Robin Quaker, and she combines old, as in Quaker motifs in this, with almost Berlin woolwork ideas, and some newer, more vibrant type of ideas. So she's very innovative and very different.
And so none of her samplers from this release are reproductions. They're all just
Original.
her own original designs.
Exactly.
So that's very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else is going on in the shop? Well, we've got lots of new designs coming from designers who are not part of the Needlework Marketplace. So we've got that in our new product section instead of the Needlework Marketplace section. But there's things to check out from Needlework Press, including the Hannah Phillips sampler, which I saw the model of Hannah Phillips stitched when I was at the Attica a little while ago, and I needed to have it. So here's a picture of Hannah Phillips. And then we've seen new releases this week from Teresa Kogut, Mill Hill. Yeah, just have a look. There's quite a few.
Yeah.
We've been keeping up with updating the sales section and adding new things there. And the vast majority of the things in the sales section are 50% off. So get them while you can. And then our limited availability section, which is where we put discontinued fabrics or limited edition things that we still have, that kind of thing.
Correct.
I was browsing through that this morning before we started recording, and there's some cool stuff in there. So have a look. The link is in the description box below. Okay, I gotta talk about tariffs. So there's 2 aspects to tariffs that I want to talk about. The biggest one, the one with the most big impact to my shop, is going to be on August 29th the de minimis exclusion will be taken away. Under the North America Free Trade Agreement, and now it's CUSMA, I think is the abbreviation, we could ship into the US up to an $800 value package, and our customers would not have any duties, tariffs, anything like that, as long as we shipped through the postal system. And so we've been doing that for 25 years. And now that is being taken away. And so after August 29th, packages that are arrived to our customers in the States will have a duty assessed to them. And I don't know what it's going to be. And there's no way to predict it. And it sounds like they're still going to be figuring it out. So it's really impossible to predict.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be high. Like, I think it's going to be spendy. So what our plan is this applies to customers who are in the US or who are using US addresses for their shipments from us, is place your order now. We are going to scramble to get all of our US shipments out by the 20th of August, which will give them plenty of time to get across the border and into the postal system, if not arrive to the customer by August 29th. But that is going to be our end date. Unless something changes, and as we all know, things change sometimes by the minute these days.
Right.
Any order that is not complete enough to ship by August 20th, we're going to hold until after August 29th to see what this actually turns into looking like.
Right.
And then at that point, we will reach out to each customer individually to have a conversation about what we're going to do. Because the very last thing I want to have happen is you get a beautiful package from Traditional Stitches, and in order to collect it, you have to go pay a crazy amount of tariffs to get the package into your hands. So those are the steps that we're going to take to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll see where we're going to go after that. So then, as of August 20th, we're going to put like mandatory checkbox on our website so that when people are placing an order and check out, it says something to the effect of, I have a US mailing address and I agree to pay the tariffs, whatever they end up being, and that Traditional Stitches has no control over it. That way we can be sure that everybody is in the know.
Yeah.
And that there aren't any surprises. And
Right.
it might be that people still do want things bad enough to take their chances and see
Right.
what happens.
Yeah.
But and it could be that things arrive without any tariffs, but who knows?
So to put it short and sweet, everyone has 1 week from when this video comes out.
Yeah.
And to get their order in so you can get it out.
Right. So that's US orders.
Yes.
Orders with US mailing addresses. Okay. And then we're just going to wait and see. So I'm putting a page on the website that has all of this information, and that I will update as anything changes so that people know.
Sure.
But it's kind of a sad day for us to be facing this. But we definitely have customers in the States that have been with us since day one, 25 years. And so we'll see where this goes.
Yeah.
Okay. So the other part of tariffs I want to talk about is Canadians have been receiving shipments from the States, and you've seen this on the social media groups where they've gotten big bills of tariffs and customs charges, essentially, with surprise when they had to claim their package. And so my advice to Canadian consumers is, if you're buying from an American shop, before you place your order, have a conversation with them to make sure that they're familiar with how to fill out the customs paperwork for Canada. Because here's a crazy example. So we carry Bowen needles from France, but we buy them from a distributor, Access Commodities in the States. So we got an email from Access this week saying, due to tariffs, our prices, your cost on these needles have gone from this number to this number. Do you still want them? And I said, of course, I still want them. However, those needles coming into Canada, because they are steel, are going to have yet another tariff on top of that. So I have to reprice all of my needles to account for all of that in the next week.
Now I understand a Facebook page that is dealing with kitting a project with a needle, and there is issues, and I didn't know about that. Now I understand.
So steel is tariffed at 50%.
Yes.
So coming into Canada.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what its tariff is going into the States, but so if you're a Canadian consumer, just make sure that the shop that you're dealing with is familiar with how to do customs codes on the product. So, and you might have to educate them a little bit. Like I remember I talked a couple videos ago about linen that came into Canada and from a hand dyer that called them bed linens. And so I had to pay a 25% tariff on bed linens when it came in, even though that's the wrong category for it. It should have been 100% flax yardage, which is not tariffed. So then to go back to Canada Customs to try to get them to correct that is no go. So
it's too bad.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how much work the American shops are going to be willing to do on that end of things.
Yeah.
But time will tell.
Yeah, it makes me wonder what kind of changes there's going to be with ordering.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
My phone's been buzzing here a little bit because I proposed this morning in a text message to Kathy Ray, who owns Needle in a Haystack in Alameda, California, that she and I do a video just on tariffs. Right. So she's an American shop that ships to Canada, and Kathy is a smart lady. So she has spent the time and wrapped her head around shipping to Canadians. So if there's something that you can't get from us or you want to order from an American shop, go to Needle in a Haystack because she's got it figured out.
Okay. It's a good endorsement.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay. So let's talk about funner stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna like enough heavies.
Yeah. Okay, so hand-dyed linen parade. I have got Weeks Dye Works and Seraphim.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So this is Weeks Dye Works Cocoa. We just got a shipment of Weeks this week. So I've got, so the in-dyed in stock hand-dyed linen parade fabrics are ones that we have a good amount at the time of the video. So I feel comfortable telling you about them, that they're available. Sometimes they do sell out very quickly, and so I'll watch the sales today and tomorrow and remove any fabrics that sell out really quickly from the parade. But right now, we've got good stock. So this is 40 count Weeks Dye Works Cocoa in the standard base. So not the Zweigart base, but the standard. And this is 40 count corn silk in the Zweigart base. 40 count light khaki in the Zweigart base. And so how do you know if it's Zweigart base when you're looking at Weeks Dye Works linen? The orange zigzag in the selvage is, if it doesn't have it, then it's the standard base. And some people really like the standard base. Some people really like the Zweigart base. The Zweigart base is a little bit more expensive than the standard. And then also, since I'm holding this, we've talked about this before, but why not again?
Yeah.
See this little black dashy line that's in the selvage? That's how you know that it is a 40 count linen. 36 count doesn't have it. 46 count, I have one, I'll try to remember to show you, has a fuzzier selvage than 40 count. It doesn't have the black line, and then it has a fuzzier selvage. So
don't know.
just
I have 46 count around me.
I'll get to it. I'll show you.
Yeah, good. Okay.
This is 40 count straw.
One of my favorites.
Yeah. And this is 40 count tin roof, which was, I love this color.
Do too.
This is in the standard base. Okay, we got a really nice big shipment from Seraphim, and this is what's left over in good yardage. This is 32 count caramel, and I have it in other counts too, so I'll show that as I get to them. This is 36 count Boston, which is a really nice dusty green gray. We first discovered it when Heart and Hand used it for a project a few years ago, but it's just a really, really lovely color. This is the caramel in 36 count. This is chai in 36 count. It's a really nice neutral.
I like that.
I can get it to show. Yeah, a little bit of gray to it, but just a really nice neutral. 36 winter woolens. So it's a little bit greener.
Okay.
Than the
It is
others,
plain.
yeah, just pretty color.
Okay.
They're all gorgeous. This is one of my favorites. It's 40 count antique lace.
I have a piece of that, and it is really nice.
Yeah, it's got some nice modeling
Yes.
in it. So it's a really, really versatile samplery kind of a fabric.
Yes.
This one is a newer color to our stock that I really like too. It's 40 count biscuit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so a muted kind of golden color.
Okay.
Yeah. 40 count moon shadow.
Okay.
So kind of a pale gray tan.
Right.
This one is 40 count time goes by. So time spelled like the herb. And so Brenda Gervais has a couple of designs that are on green linen. This would be a really good choice for background for those.
Okay.
And then this is 40 count winter woolens. And this is 46 count biscuit.
Okay.
So it is a little bit darker than the other counts of biscuit, but the counts do take dye a little bit differently.
Yeah.
And this is what I mean about a furry selvage on the 46 count. So it doesn't have that same black line that I showed you before, but also it's furry.
Kind of like turkey work.
Yeah. So that's how you know the difference.
Okay, that's good to know.
And then I'd say 56 count is also furry, but not as furry. Yeah. So that's our hand-dyed linen.
Cool.
So you can, there's a link in the box below that will take you directly to that page that you can go and order those like crazy, especially if you're US shipping address. We're just going to cut those and get them out the door just as fast as we can. And just do the best we can.
Yeah.
So yeah, so now we can talk about stitching, current stitching and plans.
Okay.
What have you got?
Still working on Peacock, Unicorn, and Badger. On and off, because I've started a few other things. Silly me. But that's my progress. So somewhere in about here, I think is halfway. So I'm about at the halfway mark. And sorry, I could have unrolled it, but yeah. So I think I'm trying not to let this wobble. This right here is the unicorn's horn. It's like, what was that called? So Rob thought it was stairs. So I was like, no, that's a unicorn horn, dear. So working on that. I'm working that on 40 count lamb's wool, and I'm using the Ovaris or the Soie d'Alger silk floss.
Speaking of the pub, was going through our Lakeside Linens wall a couple of days ago, and I found a piece of 36 count that is a limited edition that would work great for the background for the pub if somebody didn't want to stitch the background. So it's more of a blue-green, more like the floss color than their green slate, which is what some people have chosen for a background fabric that didn't want to stitch the in between. So I have one piece of that. It's a stitcher's half in 36 count. So if anybody wants that, they might have to email me for it.
Yeah. No kidding.
So I'm going to interrupt you and talk while we're talking about the Scarlet Letter. Last Last video, we talked about the new design, which is called Miscellany. I now have charts in my hands. And did you go home with a chart?
Yeah, I did. I've been eyeing that ever since Marcia had posted it. And so when I was in last week, we got talking about it and he says, oh, I just happened to get a shipment of them. And it's like, I might just need to take one home. So it is home with me.
Well, I was lucky enough to have you visit me 2 days in a row in the shop. So that was good.
Yeah.
But here's some detailed photos from the back cover.
Yeah.
The alligator.
Actually, that is a crocodile, I think.
Oh, okay.
What does it say on the front? I might be getting it mixed up. It does say on
Yes, you're right. This
It-
fancifully interpreted. Okay, let me start again. The fancifully interpreted creatures include a crocodile, a boar, a wild goat, an owl, a parrot, a wolf, and a few other unidentifiable birds, plants, and beasties.
Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah. And so here's some more blow-ups of bird, pig.
Yeah. To me, it's still a pig, and I still call it an alligator, but you call it what you want to call it.
Oh, because it's supposed to be a boar. Well, it doesn't have horns, though.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's not.
It's
But okay, I'm going to show you a quick flash. This is how awesome the chart is.
They are so enjoyable to stitch. Like if I could spend 8 hours a day on pub, I would, but my family needs to eat. I need to work, all of those things.
So stitched over 2 threads on 40 count linen, the finished piece will measure approximately 14 by 18 and a half. The only stitch required to complete the piece is cross stitch. So I think I misled us in the video before and said that it was 10 stitch, but you could totally do it in 10 stitch and then it would just be a quarter size, right? Yeah. So I would start this, except for that my customers have bought all my silk thread.
Oh,
So we have a huge order in with our supplier and it should hopefully ship by the end of the week, and then there will be some for me too.
yeah. And I did ask you if you were going to start it, and you had a comment. I can't remember what it was anymore, but it was like, oh yeah, I'm starting this right away. So you might have to hold off a bit.
Yeah, I need another shop model in the works, so that's going to be the next one.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. And then I started Mary Carter. So for those that don't know, that's Mary Carter. She was a 2020 Queen of the May. Didn't get a lot done on her. Still kind of playing around. This one's not done. I don't think you can see much of this because, like I said, I haven't done a huge amount on her. But that's the start. So there is an eyelet band above that isn't playing well. But if you look at the photograph, there's a lot of ghosting. So it's like, do I leave that? Do I change that color?
There's a lot of lighter shades of yellow or lighter yellow in that.
Yeah, there is. So I'm just doing DMC on her, even though I had really wanted to do silk. But I just decided to let everyone else do the silk and I'll do the DMC version. But and then I've got a couple other pieces I won't bore you with, but I'm doing Octopus's Garden from Blackbird Designs. And I started one, yeah, it is fun. It's on lower count linen, which sometimes you just need a break from higher count. And then one that, not to be outdone by a friend of mine, she started Dutch Rose Garden last week by Samplers Not Forgotten. And I thought, okay, I have it kitted up, let's start it. So I don't know.
So we'll insert a photo of it here. It is available as a chart. Sometimes Samplers Not Forgotten items are available as kits only. And if you can get your hands on one of her kits, she does a beautiful job of including lining fabric and trims and just beautiful, beautiful kits. But the Dutch Rose Garden is a chart. So yeah, cool. Well, we look forward to seeing your progress.
Yeah. So that's about it for me.
Okay, well, I finished the piece that I showed you in the last video that is the Painted Flowers by Shakespeare's Peddler. And it's done on the 40 count black swan linen.
It's funny how it has a deep eggplant purple look
Yeah,
to it. It's so pretty.
yeah, it's well, I don't know. I guess it's showing fairly truly to the,
Mhm,
but I just
mhm.
love the tones of those
Yeah.
tangerine, rusty, terracotta colors, and
It's pretty.
so I
So for
still.
somebody that doesn't want to work on that color linen because they can't see it, what are your alternative suggestions?
Uh, hmm. I should have anticipated you were going to ask me that question
Yeah, I just, yeah, off the cuff.
because I thought that there was a photo of it done on a lighter color fabric. So we might have that on our website. So if we do, I'm going to insert the picture here to show what it looks like on
Mhm.
like a light neutral kind of a fabric.
Mhm.
And so definitely an option, but
Mhm.
that was really fun to stitch. And once I picked it back up and I started going on it, I didn't want to set it down.
Mhm.
So the only thing that I have to do is decide where I'm going to put my initials and the year and then add it to my finishing pile.
Oh, how big is your finishing pile getting? Yeah, okay.
Some things are best not said out loud.
Well, I've got 5 things over here I need to finish, like small pin pillows, but I really don't have a sewing room at the moment. Everything is in disarray, so, oh well.
It'll come and fall's coming, so
Yeah,
be
so is Christmas.
always true.
Oh, I should be in by then. I should have things set up by then. Yeah.
All right, so everybody stay tuned for the Needlework Marketplace online show that happens not this weekend, but the weekend after. And watch our website because Diana is got a whole list of emails of things that she's adding to it for the marketplace previews and more to come. And then we'll see what we're going to plan for the next time that we get together.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for your time, Rose, and
You're
for
welcome.
bearing with me through the
Yeah.
technology.
Yeah, sometimes that's the way it happens.
Yeah.
So,
What can you do?
yeah, exactly. Good.
Okay.
Thanks, Janice.
All right. Talk to you soon.
You bet.
Bye.
Bye-bye.